what is so horrifying. It's all said and done. It's all over with me and Pretend a Lot Narcissist, but look what it took for him to constantly, no, that never happened. No, you're illegally labeled super crazy, so you're the delusional one. No, that never happened. See, just like late Michael Jackson, unfortunately, he was a child molester, and LaToya really got into that. And of course, Pretend a Lot Narcissist. Yeah, no. Michael Jackson never ever child molested. No, because he's a child molester. And Lorraine Bobbitt's super abusive rapist fucking husband. Yeah, he's totally on the side of Lorraine Bobbitt, Bill Cosby, Michael Jackson, OJ. OJ's a good man. Michael Jackson, Lorraine Bobbitt's husband, whatever his name is, he's a very, very, very good man. I mean, that's him. Totally possessed, okay? Totally obsessed, possessed. Totally nuts. And what a victim like myself was forced to go through. And I don't get one penny for all the hell that I was forced to go through. I don't even care anymore. You know, but he has to get it from me. That never happened. I'm innocent. That's all in your mind. I'm trying to gaslight you again. Here's the millionth time that I'm trying to gaslight you. It never happened. I wouldn't do that. I am a man of God. I am a total man of God. I'm totally holier than thou. I was on the mountain with Moses to get the 10 Commandments. I was. You don't believe me? You're an awful person. You're the monster. You don't believe that I was on that mountain. Okay, I mentioned the 10 Commandments. He raped me. And, my husband's in jail. And, I mean, the events that took place are just totally awful. But okay, before he raped me, he wanted. And he did. But before that event took place, he wrote out the 10 Commandments. And he wrote them out in a way that made him guilty of wanting me so bad. He was obsessed with me sexually so fucking much. And yeah, that's why I look like shit. Because I'm abused to death by him. Yeah, that's how I feel. That's how I look is how he made me feel. Actually, I look a little better than the way he made me feel. Okay, I look better. But he's just a sick fuck. And my husband's in jail. My husband was, well, you couldn't have sex. But I can't call him a sick fuck. But as far as abuse, he's very, very, my late husband was super, super sick. And abused me to death. But he can't call him a sick fuck because he could never ever get it up. Whatever. But he wrote him a letter, my husband, a letter in jail, and he put it such a way, like, oh, I'm taking really good care of your wife, I feed her all his fucking lies. He feeds me every day, he makes sure that I'm safe, and all this fucking bullshit come straight out of his fucking ass, never ever fucking, pancakes, I'm baked, just like, the pizza dough that I gave your kids. You keep on lying about the pizza dough that I forced down your kids' throats. I mean, he did. And total lie. I mean, years ago. My kids are going to be 25 and 27. So years and years ago. Over 20 years ago. A hell of a long time ago. That he forced my kids to eat his. Not his dough wasn't cooked. Just like his pancake. How can you cook pancakes on a pan that fat? And he puts oatmeal on them or whatever, but still, like, maybe if it was a 100% oatmeal, I don't give a fuck. I don't eat pancakes. I don't eat, like, but that's all he eats. Yeah, pancake. I mean, disgusting, ugly old man. Now it's fucked up that he doesn't look that old, as old as he is. He looks like he's in his 50s and he's 60-something. I don't want to know his age. I don't want to know his birthday. I don't want to know anything about him. But, he doesn't know anything about me. Doesn't believe anything of my abuse. Any of my abuse. Doesn't believe anything that my husband ever abused me, dead husband, or anybody in my life I was ever abused. He doesn't believe anything of me, so you really think that I give a fuck about you at all? I don't. Whatsoever. But my husband was in jail. He wrote him a really nice letter. So then my husband was able to write me back. Well, that's great. I'm going to give him like $500 because, he's letting you have a good place to stay while I'm in jail and making sure everything's all right and you're fed well and he doesn't know that I can't take a shower, can't open the fridge, can't use the stove. I'm over here on the fucking rug like a rat. Like he treats me, fucking abusing me to death before I ever even drank. I mean, a month and a half, I'm like fucking abused to death, screamed like, "You raped your son! You rapist! You rapist!" And that's because he mirrored all of his hell. He's a rapist. He mirrored all of his hell onto me. You raped your child. You raped your child. You're so ungrateful. You're such an ungrateful person. And he was ungrateful? Him. My government pays that piece of shit $1,500? Really? And his rent is only $500? And it's a third of what he makes. So he's making $1,500? And my government, he gets to live like that in Leicester, and it's Leicester because of him. Torturing me to death. My entire existence here. Like, I get 23 years of total hell. Like, ew, this ugly old man breathing down my neck. I want you, little girl. I want you. I mean, he loved me because of me being illegally labeled, super crazy, and he knew all about me. She's abused to death sexually by her parents. I mean, she's a child molester. That's what I am. A child molester. Oh, God. I love this victim. She's everything I ever dreamed of. Oh, my God, that she's raped to death. I can rape her. Oh, I can get away with it. Wow. I can get her away with it. It's so easy. She's labeled super crazy, and I can get away with raping her the way I love sex up the ass. Oh my God, I can really, really rape her up the ass. Rape her hard. Rape her really hard. Make her sick. I was sick for over a week, throwing up with a high fever. So whether he gave me a sexual disease, he's just gives a fuck. A sick perv. He'll rape any kid or any fucking thing walking down the street. Yeah. And, there was a man in his place where he lives at. And he died, but he raped him. And his response of an old man raping him, he went, "Oh, he didn't mean it. Oh, that's okay." It's not okay when somebody rapes you. And I was like, what the fuck, you're a rapist. But, you know, it didn't matter, but I never cared what he said. He's a fucking dipshit, you know. So before I knew that he was a child molester, when my husband was in jail and I was forced to live with him for 4 months, yeah, he's talking about this old man who raped him. Just laying on the couch. He somehow he got on the couch and raped him with the ass, you know, and he was able to I don't know, stick his finger like somewhere around the stomach area to hurt him. I guess, you know, stick his finger up his ass hole. I didn't pay attention too much of how he raped him, okay? But he raped him more than once. He allowed it. He went to his apartment. I mean, probably liked it, okay? But he complained to me about it. I had to hear all his fucking... Oh, God, this is too long. Okay.